Today is all about baby lips. Here we go. I'm Michelle Manriquez from Drop That Brush, and I want to help people who are not artists become artists. Like, subscribe, and ring that bell. Now, this is the second installment in the video series. We did noses and ears last week, so now we're doing on lips. When we're doing the lips, we're really looking at values and shapes. If you don't worry about the fact what it is, and forget that, this shape is darker than that shape. This area feels like a triangle. You know, think about shapes. Don't want to worry about what it is. We want to look at it as a shape. Some differences about babies versus adults is the upper lip is longer. The bottom lip is plumper, softer. Babies will generally have a little receded chin line, and that many times they will have a double chin, which, you know, that's why everybody loves babies, right? As far as values, 1 to 5, not very dark. This is the same thing that we're doing. We wet it, we add color, we blow dry it. We do a lot of that. I'm still using the same basic colors I was using, a yellow, a little pink, and a little bit, tiny itty bitty bit of blue. And for dark areas, his tongue, we will be using a little purple and maybe a little brown, depending upon how I feel there. Teeth is typically shadowed a little bit by the lip. It's a very interesting picture because it's really cute, but it has some detail that's not always there. So you're going to really check this out. Whether we're going to do it on the actual painting, all of that, I don't know. But let's go ahead and really kind of study what this baby mouth does. Here we go. This baby had the cutest smile. So you can see there's the nose up there. Here's the lip. Here's a problem. You know, you always look for problems before you get it. There is no upper lip, which makes it really hard. Now I can see here and here. The nose right here, right there, coming down. It is so subtle, but I'm going to try to draw it. Look at how far that went. And right here, there's just a little lip. And then it comes down, and it comes up just a little bit and comes down. And that's his lip, okay? Now, one of the things you want to note, this ends the lip right here, okay? Right here, the top lip is always darker than the bottom lip. And you can see really clearly here that there's really not a lip here. But I want you to recognize his lip actually goes all the way down to here. Baby's lips are chunky. They're big. So his lip, that's his lip. So, but we have this line that goes here. You can see there's just nothing there. That's because the baby's lip's over here, but it goes straight in, and that's how you want to paint it, the same way. So here we go. And you want to notice that it's not crooked. It's not perfect. There's little darks and lights inside the mouth. That appears to be his tongue. there is a dark here. Hold on, let me finish drawing this. All right, so the same thing I've done every time. So this is this shape right here. Do you see it? And then there's a little bit darker right here. And then this gets pretty dark. And I can barely see this? This is the under the nose. That is just as light as that ear. So we're going to do a lot of softening edges, and we're going to actually do what we see, not what we think it should look like. But is this going to be black? No, it's not black. Is this white? Yeah, it's pretty much white. What is the darkest color in the value scale? It's pretty dark right there. It's that little corner. I'm going to go with 6. So it's not even that dark. Okay, and it's that one little corner and a couple little corners right here. Can you see that little line work? Everything else is really light. This, what value is that? Did it make 2? Okay, I'm going to say that's a 2. So that's a 2. How dark is that? Yeah, that's a 4. So again, with children, I am really focused on the value. Bottom lip is always a little bit lighter than the top lip, normally. Dots that you want to take, they're not there, but it will make the picture look good. So I'm going to have a little dot here and a little dot here. I'm going to allow this to bleed in so it looks natural. Teeth will be yellow. They'll have color. Here we go. We're going to put water on it first. This is probably the best thing I would suggest you do. Babies just have to be soft. And I don't know about you, I can paint pretty fast, but it's hard. So I would just come right on through here and just get color. I'm actually going to use a little yellow in the teeth. Maybe a little here. Nope, too dark, because that's that little light area. So I don't want to do that. Let me see if I can get a little bit of color just so I don't have to do it multiple times. So I can see here, right? That's darker, right? And I can see the nose is darker. Kind of tipping, huh? And this will be darker. And this will be darker. So I can just quickly just kind of add that in. That may make my life easier. This is actually darker than that. Isn't that interesting? Okay, I've kept the values really light, but here's what I noticed. This red is about the same value as that. That tells me that I need to make this darker. This needs to be darker. The nose needs to be darker. I'm going to go around the mouth for a minute because I want to see how red as I'm going to get. So I'm just going to kind of mixing whatever I've got float around. So water first. Don't want issues. Water. So I know that this is darker. And I'm not freaked out if it's a little in there a little bit because I'm just practicing, right? When I'm practicing, it's okay to mess it up. This is why I think this is a great thing to do, is just give yourself a chance to just kind of mess it up a little bit. Then it's easier because you've already kind of seen where you have issues. And I'm getting everything colored except for right here. And I want to show you what I'm going to do. I'm just going to soften it out. I want to make sure that I can't really see that lip because that's really what I'm seeing. I can see that there's a little color here. Now, you see what's happened? it's already dry. So I'm just gonna, so, and I kind of lost that edge. So I'm gonna pull that back up just a little bit. Okay, and I've gone around the teeth. If I better stop before I get in trouble. There is this big kind of shape. See, and this is kind of what I would suggest you do. If you do it this way, you'll be pretty comfortable when you actually do the baby. It won't be so, oh my God, how can I do this? I'm gonna blow dry again. All righty, here we go. Are you guys ready? Now, that is way too white. So I'm gonna come back through and put a little more color on it. So I'm really looking at these lips. All right, this is darker. This kind of goes, this almost goes into the face. That this shape is pretty much done. Now I need to go around. Now, am I going to make sure that everything's outlined? No, baby lips are just not outlined well. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna actually put water right here. I'm gonna use pretty pinky tones. Now I'm going to now soften the edges. I'm not going to just make that. It's not much of a mouth, but there's a little mouth. All right, and here it's darker, right? And it's darker here. Oops, I went over to the edge, or I shouldn't have. Calm that down. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to blend it in, which works. Now, his or her lip goes here. Okay. Now, I'm going to go ahead and soften this. Definition between here and there. So I think I'm just going to soften the edge. Pink, but not obnoxiously pink. Do you know about obnoxiously pink? I'm going to use just a tad of that blue. I'm very gentle with the blue because the blue calms it, but it can also look at grayish and ugly colors, and I don't like that. Let's blow dry before I get in more trouble, okay? I'm going to take a very dark pink. This needs to be darker, just a tad. Again, I'm going to use a dark, some kind of a pink or a Linstrom Crimson would be fine. Any of those would work. I think I'm going to soften it because I don't want it to be, see how hard that looks? I don't like that. Doing on value. Let's look at my value and see how if I'm keeping it in the good amount of value. Do I have enough information that says baby's mouth? And so this has to be just a little darker, and I'm trying to decide. I guess I'm going to go with yellow. Kind of, and I'm looking for, and it's very subtle. It's nothing dramatic. Let me blow dry. And what I want you to learn about this is it's okay to let things go. If the picture actually shows it that it's not, you can do that. It's okay. Now there's still quite a bit more color here. But, that gives you an idea of what you're looking at. And so, again, we're just practicing. This way you can't get too excited or freaked out about, because you're just looking at value, looking at the shape with me. I hope you're wanting to paint with me. I want you to play. I want you just to have fun. You don't care. This is just for fun. I know people want to do their grandchildren, so this is a great opportunity to do this, but it doesn't have to be perfect, right? We're just looking at shapes, values. Paint along with me. Practice. Practice makes such a difference. In the description below, there will be a link for a mouth, sketch, and the drawing. Let's have fun together. Let me see your work. Drop it off on Drop That Brush Facebook. I would love to see what you guys are doing. Like, subscribe, and ring that bell. Bye. See you next week.